Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. Struggling with cheating spouse. In 2020 my now husband cheated on me. I was pregnant at the time, the girl knew, and they exchanged nudes, sexts, dirty talk for months and then decided to meet up. He lied to me, telling me he had to work early so he could leave and meet up with her. It fell through and didn't happen because she didn't wake up the morning of to tell him where to meet. The next day I found out by seeing her number in the message logs numerous times and questioned him. He tried to deny it and say she was just a friend, so I messaged her boyfriend. I ended up getting more information after I did that, and he said they never planned to meet or exchange nudes, it was just talking and he was sorry. It was hard because I had been so sick with the pregnancy and barely able to get out of bed, and he was stuck with the burden of homeschooling during COVID because I was still working from home and he was laid off. I believed him for his word and we moved forward. Fast forward a few weeks later, I ended up finding all the messages and found out he lied about everything. Seen the nudes, the dirty talk, the plans to meet up. He never gave me a good reason, he never told me why, he never explained how he could do that to me. The next day I found out I miscarried at 9 weeks and I was 12. This was such a traumatic time, and even though I have access to most things of his, I still can't trust him. I still get sick and upset thinking about it. I still believe once a cheater always a cheater, and I'm still searching for the hidden details that will show his infidelity once more. I don't know what to do. A month ago he said he deleted his Facebook after I got upset over his interactions with females on there. I found last week he uses his browser to access it and he was looking at women on there. We are married and have a beautiful rainbow baby. I love him, I want to believe he will never do it again, but I can't. He won't touch me, he never initiates any physical intimacy with me. And doesn't show any sign of any care of other men are interested or flirt with me. He finds it comical when I'm uncomfortable with it. I know my body isn't back to where it is, but it hurts and brings me back to 2 years ago. Help! How do I feel better from this? How do I get over this? Here are some of the best comments from our community. Lawyer up. Get rid of this man and take your child away from his influence. Make sure to get maintenance and child support. He is cheating every chance he gets. You don't have to live this way. Wondering where he's at and who's he with. Only talk as it pertains to your child. You asked him why he did it and how he could do that to you. The very simple answer is that he's a low character, self-centered snake. If you had a growth that was giving you headaches, you wouldn't simply hope it would go away. You'd have it looked at and removed. The same applies to your husband. He needs to be removed from your life in order for you to heal from his disgusting behavior. Give him a move-out date after you see a lawyer. And see that lawyer ASAP. Being in pain and wanting to talk about it is something crucial to healing the friendship between the two of you. You have to learn to be able to have a productive conversation about your pain. An example would be, today I felt you were being distant and unattentive towards me. It is making me feel over-anxious and insecure about where we stand. That might seem like an overreaction at first, but they need to understand that this isn't a healthy relationship anymore, it's a healing one. A healing relationship takes lots of extra work and mindfulness. It is worth saving if you both are working on saving it together. It can't be only you, and you can't put the burden of healing all on yourself. You need to mend with mutual effort. But also know once you decide to stay, it will most likely happen again. In personal experience, I believe cheaters are opportunists. They mean what they say about they love you and they're sorry. But given the right chance they would take it again. They have a deeper issue with self-control that we cannot fix. Some of the comments are a little harsh. I've been through it too. My boyfriend of 5 years cheated on me and I found out 3 months before our wedding. I know how you feel, it's all you think about day and night. You do have to know it is not your fault. At all. It is definitely hard, especially you that you have a family with him. You want to trust him, you want to believe him, but he's not giving you reasons to. You have to follow your gut. You have to decide if you want to continue to work through it and believe him or decide to leave, even though it will be one of the hardest things. Your baby will always have a dad that won't change, but you as a woman have to put yourself first. If a man is truly sorry, he will show it and prove how sorry he is. He should feel guilty for causing you the emotional trauma that caused you to miscarry. Leave him. He is trash. Another cheating story. Currently a shell of a human. I'm still in shock and despair a week after D-Day. I found out my wife, married 6 years, together 10, had a fuck buddy. I still don't have all the details or when it actually started, but it was definitely at least back in 2018, if not further. I won't word vomit you all with the details I do, but I am in need of some advice, guidance, tough lovin', whatever you can offer. I was able to get into to see a therapist next week for it, which I am really looking forward to. We are also going to do a couple therapy session the week after. I just don't see us moving forward and getting past all the lies and deception. How can I? I can't determine what was real and not real. And to throw the line out there that she doesn't just love, but is in love with me, as I asked her if she was stepping out on me. All the signs were there, I just couldn't bring myself to believe it. Well, finally I needed to know. I asked her to come clean and that I was suspecting she getting it with another man. I gave her the reasons. I said just be honest with me right and let's get on the table and work to move past it. Of course she said no, but had opportunities and thought long and hard about doing it. She felt like our connection was lost and that we really needed to work hard to get it back and really get into our marriage again. Although I never left the marriage, it was such a great conversation and felt really good. We had some awesome sex after that, the best we have had in years. I felt like a load had been lifted off my shoulders. I felt amazing as we continued on, until a few days later when I didn't. Something was still off and I don't know why or how, but while cleaning the house, I found her old phone. This was hers until the end of 2019. I charged it up and just went through it. All right there. My whole world came crashing down. How does one lie like that to someone that they are in love with? How do I turn off the love faucet for her and her family? The night I confronted her, I was hurt and angry and sad. I needed her to hold me, but also wanted nothing to do with her at the same time. We ended up having incredible sex at 3 a.m. and I have no idea why. I told her that I needed her to stay with her parents while I sort this out. We don't have kids, just a house and one pup together. I just feel so lost and abandoned. Emotional roller coaster to say the least every day. Sadly, I feel bad for her too and I have no idea how to make that stop. We still text every day and of course all she does is apologize and say that we can make this work and we'll be stronger than ever after this, and yada, yada, yada with all that bees. I just have hard time wrapping my head around my last 10 years. And it just sucks. Here are some of the best comments from our community. Run away, don't walk. She could care less about you. The length of time, the disrespect and total contempt of lying straight to your face, indicating her total belief you are too simple and too gullible to catch her. Add to that the fact she didn't stop because her other man was too important to her to give up, but obviously she didn't feel that way about you. Even when presented the opportunity to get it all out on the table out fear of retribution she chose to lie. Wanna know why? Because if she admitted it, she would have had to give up her other man. Clearly not something she wants to do. And as for her staying at her parents' house, well, I would bet most of that time will be spent with her F-buddy. Just because you still text doesn't mean you know where she is, that's why they care called mobile phones. SHT, you didn't even know what she was doing while living together, she is basically on holiday. Nothing in her behavior is singular or unique, including the love bombing at 3:30 a.m. File for the divorce, doesn't mean you actually have to go through with it, it will certainly light a fire under her. The rest is up to you. Can you live with sharing your wife, or do you divorce? You can use her AAF buddy by dangling the carrot of reconciliation, until you decide what's best for you. Either way, I hope you find peace. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell.